Hello there, welcome to his garage. I'm here next to a Kia Rio. I've been driving around in it for a couple of months, and it has developed two problems so far. The first thing is that I can't open the trunk lid. Nothing happens. The switch down there is completely dead. I think it looks like this one. So I will try to replace the switch and see if that will make the trunk lid open. And if all goes well with this thing, and if it doesn't take forever, I will also try to fix the key fob, because the key fob is kind of collapsing. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So not all that impressive. The Audi key fob lasted for 540,000 kilometers and 20 years. This one is like just over 10 years and just a fifth of that mileage. And well, same for that one. So let's see. Now the trunk lid doesn't open at all right now. So I will have to try to look for a little release on the inside. I think there should be something there. Let's see if that works. So folding the rear seat gives me access, and there we go. There's the lid. I will see if I can poke it open. So, yep, that was easy. And then there's a little white thing there. Let me see. Can you see it? Yeah, one can see it. That opens. That opens it, but it wants to close again. I have to put something in between. Let's try again. There we go. Now I can open it from the outside. So let's see here. Okay. Then this thing has to come off. Two screws. One little screw with a, I don't know what you call this kind of head, Phillips or cross or something. One screw. All right. And then, yeah, these things are handy to have when you want to take some interior part off. A lot of clips, and they did not break. Very good. And I've already been here doing some troubleshooting, so this one is not connected right now. Yeah. Now someone might think, but it doesn't really look like this on my car. That's because I do not like rear screen wipers. I think they're ugly and ridiculous. If I need a cleaner rear screen, then I clean it. So I've taken away the wiper motor. Sits with 3 screws. It's not really obstructing this work, but of course access is a little bit easier without it. So, well, let's continue. Now, this thing comes in with 2 different part numbers I've seen. I will put the part numbers that I found in the information area for the video. Now, the option one have is to have a clip on this one, but this one is without the clip. Might depend on the design of the car, because I think this must have been made in millions for various Kias and Hyundais and so on. But one can probably check if it works at all now. The old one doesn't do that. Good. Then it works. And there are those 3 screws. Just a second. Now, well, I shouldn't say screws. There are 3 nuts on pin screws. Maybe you can see. One there, one there, one there. That's 1, 2, and 3. Here. So now this thing should come out, and it does. Except that there's a bit of little grommet on the inside. Come on. Yep, there we go. There's that grommet. Okay, so with this thing in my hands, there are a few more small screws. Ah, yeah. One could potentially take away those screws that really holds the defect switch, but it's a bit of an awkward angle. I will remove the other ones first so I can reposition it a bit. That's the second one. Now this thing is a bit loose. See? But it's kind of heat staked there, so it doesn't come off. And we take this one that really holds the switch. It looks the same as the other ones there. There we go. Now the switch is completely loose, and I can push it out that end. Here it comes. And the grommet. There we go. Okay, so this used to be a switch. I've been here doing some troubleshooting. As you can see, there's a bit of tape over it right now, but it's completely dead. And well, how did this all start? It started with me noting that the trunk lid wanted to open itself. Suddenly, as I was taking off, it said click back here, and then it popped open a little bit. Not open enough to fly up, but it wasn't really properly latched, and then or closed, or whatever you say. So I didn't really know what to do. I closed it a bit. Let me see if I can show you. I closed it a bit harder, the trunk lid. I thought that maybe something is, you never know. Sometimes a little hit can solve things, but it did not. Then, as I did that, this little plastic thing fell on the ground. It sits over the micro switch, and I think that the main problem is that someone has been poking here, maybe with sharp nails, so that the soft part, the new one, there's some kind of soft overmolding here somehow, so that the soft part had just cracked and fallen away, and then slowly moisture had found its way into this thing, and then that switch kind of was just about to get stuck in a pushed down position, if I may say so. So I tried to lubricate this with a bit of gun care and things like that, but nothing happened. So I ordered the new one, and it's like, what was it, 15-20 euro, something like that. And this is a copy made in Poland. So let's see. First of all, does everything look the same? No. These screws, will they fit? Just about, I think. Let's see here. So it came out that way, then it should come in this way. And then the grommet, pushing through the grommet, there it comes. And then can it be upside? Yes, it can be upside down, so it should be like that. And then those screws, let's see if they will fit here. Yeah, well, can you see? Maybe there's more light to show you here. Now I cannot really tighten these with any significant torque. It's just to get them to to seat. Good. And then those screws has to come in position. You see? There we go. This one there. And another one here. Okay. Good. Then let's see here. Now the grommet has to come through. One can push this one a bit. Should I put a little bit of anti-corrosion on those holes? I think that would be a good idea. I must have damaged the paint there a little bit, so I will get some. One can even see they've probably damaged the paint already here when the car was built once. Well, sometime 10 years ago, whatever it is. So it has started to corrode a bit on the edge of that hole there. Okay, it's a far way out to come all the way here, but you never know. Now, right away when I bought this car, I sprayed the inside of the trunk lid with this type of oil. So one won't get a flange here that starts to corrode. That's kind of nasty. All right, a bit of oil there. I'll just wipe a bit off. There we go. And then this thing and that grommet I can pull from the inside. Yeah, I can. There we go. Up again. Yeah, the grommet is here. Okay, and this one should then reach. Yeah, it does. That one. And do we still have this clicking sound? I can try with this probe. I can poke here. Yep, it releases. Splendid. And then nuts, not screws, nuts. Where are we? Here we go. Anti-corrosion. There we go. Can give this one a bit of anti-corrosion also. Number 3. Okay, now these pin screws sit in plastic, so I will be a bit careful when I tighten them. Fine. Then that's all on the inside here. It's connected. That tape can stay there. Will something... Oh, should work. Fine. Then it's just to put on this trim and should be done. It has some guiding features I can see here. That's the guiding pin. There we go. More screws. Let's see. Can you see that one? Perfect. Nothing forgotten here. Tape that plastic thing to this one. This is a dead switch. I'll scrap it. Then key fob. So I'll show you a bit about this thing also then, because I think I will be able to replace the rubber pad here. Just a minute. Yeah, and then the key fob. It wasn't hard to find some kind of a button pad or something. I think I bought it at something called Bilkey in Denmark, I think it was. Internet. Now this thing needs to come off, of course. Poke a bit and kind of destroy it, I think. So just tearing it apart, really. It's a bit of rubber stuck here. But I have a narrower screwdriver. Come on, here we go. So it's really carried by some kind of little plastic structure there. So I will see if I can get this thing out. As far as I've learned, this one is kind of heat staked. Now, I don't know if it will help if I warm it up just a bit. Not much. I will melt the key otherwise. That's fine. And then, will I manage to do this without making a lot of ugly marks here? I don't know. But this one I need to get in one piece because it should be the structure of the new one. Should I take this one maybe? Give me a minute and I will be poking with this here. I will try to kind of poke gently all the way around and keep on. And this one is too thin to have any attachment, so there must be heat stake pins about here and here and here. That's how I would do it if I were a designer. Whoa, you can hear it's clicking a bit. I wonder what's happening. Focusing on poking here where the small plastic heat stake studs probably are. There we go. Now, how much have cracked now? That's rubber. Okay, yes, small tiny, there, small tiny heat stake things. Cleaning it a bit, I will show you here just to be on the safe side. See? Small, you see? So I will try to make them, those hats, a bit smaller because I think it will be tricky to push them back when it's like this. So I will try to keep just a little bit of those hats there, but just a little bit so it will kind of stick. So let's see how that goes. So I've been kind of cutting and difficult to show. I've been cutting and cutting and cutting on those heads there. Just a little bit, so let's see if I can show. Yeah, so I've been cutting away a bit at an angle like that all the way around. Difficult to show. And then I will now start to grind them a bit. So I will be doing a bit of grinding all the way around. And then let's see if it works. So I'm trying to give them a bit at an angle so there's a chance that they might jump through those 4 small holes there. Let's see. I'm not really there yet. You see, grinding. That one is a bit on the big side. Still. Okay, good. So let's see here. I will then put this thing, you see. So I've taken down the size of the hats quite a bit and I'm trying to get this. Yeah, I think there's a chance. Now, one must of course be able to see that there are no... Yeah, but you have to be able to see those switches. Is there a bit of debris there in one still? Looks clean now. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. I will push a bit in the periphery and then... Oh. Let's see here. Closing. Well. Unlocking. Yeah. It works. As new. Perfect. Well. Then I will just clean up. And that's all from Moist Garage today. Take care. Bye-bye.